Hey, grace and peace, everyone. This is Charles here with another Midweek Recharge. And this week, I want to talk about something that isn't very popular, but I think is really important, and that's suffering. Suffering is an unavoidable part of, I think, living. I think it's a Buddhist proverb that pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. So maybe I need to switch it up and say maybe pain is an unavoidable a part of life. But I do want to talk about suffering in particular, particularly as it pertains to the life and teachings of Jesus, because Jesus suffered considerably. When we think about the fact that, and maybe it's something that we don't really think about or dwell on, but for all of Jesus's ministry, so from the time that he started kind of his public ministry that we put around age 30 to the time of his execution at age 33, Jesus was without a home. Jesus was food insecure. Jesus was often exhausted, was not often able to really kind of recharge his battery completely because there was so much required. Jesus suffered in life and then had to endure Calvary. And then had to endure one of the most challenging deaths imaginable, not just in terms of the device itself, the cross, crucifixion, but the abandonment that at the time of Jesus's death, all of his friends had abandoned him. Those that saw him do the great things that he did, those that heard his great teaching, all left him. And even at his darkest moment, he felt his Father abandon him. My God, why have you forsaken me? And so my challenge for you this week is to reflect and consider and think about what happens, what do you do when adversity, when challenge, when suffering presents itself. Now, the encouraging thing is that Jesus gave us another promise, that the suffering of this world will not compare to the glory of the world to come, and that suffering, even in this world, really is optional. With all the adversity and the challenges that Jesus felt, he never gave up faith. He was never miserable. And even in his darkest moment on the cross, he committed his spirit to his Father. Let that be your recharge.